Hi, and welcome to the Home Video Emporium. I'm your host, my name is Brendan, and with this series what I hope to do is to catalog my entire home video collection in order to make a determination of which of these films still belongs amongst my elite collection and which of these films unfortunately doesn't quite make the cut anymore and needs to be purged in order to make way for some future upcoming titles, as there's only so much space in my apartment, unfortunately. Today's video, we are discussing the Paul Thomas Anderson 2021 film Licorice Pizza, starring Alana Haim and Cooper Hoffman, the son of Philip Seymour Hoffman, probably Anderson's greatest collaborator. Obviously this movie came out in 2021, so I had to see it. There was an app on your phone. This was only in New York City. I noticed it wasn't an issue in New Jersey, but in order to go to the movies or do anything in New York City, there was an app on my phone that showed my two Pfizer shot injections, and you had to show it to the people before they would let you into the theater. And I believe you were still wearing masks at that time. They said you had to wear a mask. If you're enjoying popcorn and soda or whatever, you can take it off. But I'm fairly certain I probably wound up wearing it for the most of the show because this was a packed showing. I saw this movie at the Village East by Angelica and projected in 70mm film. This was my first time in the upstairs theater at the no, it wasn't. Wow, my first time. I forgot my first time because it was that horrendous Joker movie. I wish I had not bothered to see that, but sadly I did. So this would have been my second time at the theater, which is a gorgeous theater. I've seen several movies in 70mm there. It's, I think, one of the best looking theaters in all of New York City. And obviously, and again, this was in 2021, but it was a packed theater. You were wearing your mask, you had to show your thing. And the movie, I thought, one of the reasons why it worked for me was it just has such a cool vibe to it. It's not really about the plot which kind of jumps around. It's not really easy to follow like a straightforward narrative. You're just watching these two main characters just try different things. We're selling waterbeds, we're trying arcades, we're helping a Benny Safdie run for public office, and it's just really you're just hanging out with these characters. Even though it's obviously based on the 1970s, it's based on a historical time period. It just the period piece of it all. It just feels like this world that Anderson and his all of his amazing collaborators really worked on together and made it feel lived in. Then in a world where you'd want to just hang out. And it's a little weird that this kid who's supposed to be a teenager in high school is, he's opening multiple businesses, he's flying around to do acting gigs, where, his mother doesn't seem that, well off. It's a little far-stretched, but you kind of have to have some sense of a disbelief in order to go with it. And I did. And both, I think, Hoffman and Haim, were not, this was the first time I'd ever, seen either of them act. And I think both of them carry it pretty good. I've seen, Cooper Hoffman's been in a few other things. Alana Haim was in The Drama recently. So both of them, it looks like they're continuing their acting. It wasn't just a one-time deal because they were friends with Anderson. They're both continuing their acting career. The Blu-ray DVD combo here, it boasts there about including a poster. This is what they consider a poster, unfortunately. So this is not exactly poster size. It's not even letter size paper, but it is, it's nice. I don't want to display it anywhere. I just keep it inside the Blu-ray just for safekeeping. But the special features, not exactly going to wow you over. There is a Fat Bernie's commercial, which I didn't actually pick up on this till, marathoning through all the Anderson films I have. The Fat Bernie's, just like the D&D Mattress Man, just like the Frank T.J. Mackey, Anderson will, create these full-on TV commercials where it's showing that not only does he influenced by movies, he's also influenced by television and commercials. I believe his father did something in TV, if I'm not mistaken, like he worked in the news or something. And again, it just shows you all the work that needs to be done. To make a movie, you have to do, short films like that, even if there's only a clip of them shown, as well as all the costumes and all that design. There's some screen tests which are kind of fun to watch. The deleted scenes. Yeah, there's some behind the scenes stuff. You get to see them with Bradley Cooper, who I think is actually one of his best stuff here. I think I kind of prefer him in the more comedic roles as opposed to drama, even though he went to the actor studio when he got asked questions to Robert De Niro and Sean Penn. I think I kind of prefer him in more of the comedic roles. And this one playing Kevin Smith's buddy John Peters there, talking about his relationship with Barbara Streisand. So again, this is going to conclude our retrospective on Paul Thomas Anderson. I don't own One Battle After Another. I never even saw it in theater, so I've never even seen that one. So I've yet to buy the Blu-ray. So let me know, what do you think about Anderson's work? Do all of his films still belong in the collection? Do I need to purge one or two of them? Let me know, which one is your favorite? Which one is your least favorite? How would you rank them? So that's going to wrap us up for Licorice Pizza and for Paul Thomas Anderson at the moment. So hope you enjoyed how we're going so far, and hope you're enjoying the series in general. So until next time, be kind and rewind to each other, and it's not a true home without home video. Thank you very much. Have a good night.